Hello, thank you for joining me for yoga today. Go ahead and come on to your mat. As you can see, I'm sitting on a block to give myself a little more height, just bringing the hips up slightly higher than the knees. You can sit directly down onto the mat if you prefer. This is up to you. And once you come into your comfortable seat, feel the foundation of the hips grounded down to the mat or the prop. Know that you don't have to have a block. You could sit on a pillow or a blanket or directly down onto the mat. Now at the same time, let the crown of the head rise up. Bring the gaze inward, closing the eyes. And simply bring your awareness to your breath. Notice how you're breathing in this moment. And on your next inhalation, inhale deeply all the way to the top of the breath. Exhale, open your mouth, sigh of relief. Inhale all the way to the top of the breath, all the way until you can't take in any more air. Exhale, slow release. And again, one more time. Practicing our full lung capacity, breathing deep. Inhale all the way to the top of the breath. And as you exhale, release slow, slow, slow. Continuing to breathe in this way as we transition into our practice. Notice if there's anything in your heart or in your mind that you'd like to focus on or honor as we stretch and decongest the body today. And if you don't have a particular intention to set for yourself, I'd like to just offer you movement as medicine, simply feeling into the physical body. Letting any tension or congestion go with the movement, with the breath. Inhale, take in fresh, clean, new air. Exhale, release any stale, stagnant energy. Now gently start to flutter the eyes open, coming back into the space. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, let your chin lower towards your chest. Pausing here, feel a nice stretch, the back of the neck, maybe even feeling the stretch going into the shoulders and the upper back. Now you've got the option to pause and hold here, or you can draw half circles. On the inhale breath, bringing the right ear above the right shoulder. Exhale, taking chin to chest and then over to the left. Now the left ear is above the left shoulder. Inhale, take it back over to the right. Exhale to the left. The movement is following the breath. As you move from side to side or stay in stillness. Feel gratitude for this time to get into your body, to notice what's going on. Notice any patterns of tension that you might be holding. Feel this gratitude for getting to know your body better, getting to have this time to practice. We don't have to practice, we get to. It's a privilege to have the safe space and this practice. Now go ahead and start to even out the sides. We'll meet with the left ear above the left shoulder. Now taking the right arm outside of the right hip. And with the left ear above the left shoulder, take the left arm behind the back. Left hand's reaching for the right bicep. Now feeling a deeper stretch on the right side of the neck. Hold for one more round of breath. And as you exhale, let your chin come towards your chest. Release your left arm. Now bring your right ear above your right shoulder. Going for a deeper stretch on this side, the left arm is now outside of the left hip, simply dangling here. Right arm comes behind the back. Now pay attention to your shoulder. See if you can grab onto the bicep. Right ear towards the right shoulder. Now feeling a deeper stretch on the left side of the neck. On your next exhale breath, bring your chin to center. Release the right arm, let it dangle by the right side. Lift your chin, gaze forward. Inhale, shrug the shoulders up to the ears. Exhale, take the shoulders back and down. Let's do that a couple more times. Noticing how the left shoulder feels, how the right shoulder feels, and how it feels to move both shoulders at the same time together. Now the next time you take the shoulders up, back, and down, let the shoulders melt away from the ears. Bring your arms forward, interlace your fingers, let the palms meet. Inhale, arms rise up, ears between biceps. Exhale, release, take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Lift the fist, open the heart with the inhale. Exhale, lower down, back to the front. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, release, take it behind, reconnect. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more round. Movement following the breath. Prepping the shoulders, finding some mobility, and at the same time, opening the chest, opening the heart. Release, just shimmy out the shoulders. Now from here, take your hands to your thighs, just gently resting. As you inhale, open your heart. And as you exhale, round your spine. Bring your belly button towards your spine. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, round the spine. Continue to move with your breath. Moving through extension and flexion of the spine. Just allowing our spine to move in different directions at the start of our practice. Go ahead and finish off this round. Come back to a neutral spine. Crown of the head rising up. Take your hands outside of your hips. Now as you inhale, sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, let the left hand come down. Maybe the fingertips meet instead. Inhale, reach the right fingers up. Now as you exhale, lean over to the left. Think about keeping that right bicep above the right ear. Reach through the right fingertips. You might even come onto your left forearm, or you might not be ready for that yet. Next, inhale, rise up. All 10 fingers reaching up to the sky. Exhale, now the right fingertips or the palm come down. Inhale, reach the fingers up. Exhale, lean over to the right. Feel a nice stretch in the side body. Part of the human body that we stretch the least. Reaching through the left fingers now. And then inhale, rise up. Now that felt so good. Let's take it one more time on each side. So now leaning over to the left again. Reach, reach, reach. Next inhale is going to bring us up. And then over to the other side. You might notice a deeper opening. The second round. Inhale, rise up. Now, as you exhale, twist to the left, take the fingers down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, take it over to the right, spinal twisting. Each time you inhale, lift the fingers up, and each time you exhale, opposite direction. Movement following the breath. We'll take one more on each side. Meeting back at center. And then exhale, bring the hands down the midline. Now from here, we are going to change the station of our body from seated to kneeling. So if you're sitting on a block, you can go ahead and lift, remove, come back down, and then transition here so that you're taking your hands forward, knees back. We want to set up so that the wrists are under the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. Looking at the fingers, make sure that they're spread wide. Now from here, just pick up that right knee, come onto the right toes, press the heel back. Nice stretch for the calf muscle. You might even take little micro movements, shifting forward and back. Now from here, take that right foot outside of the right hand, making sure that your foot is on the mat. Right hand is to the inside of the foot. Now, as you shift forward, pressing the hips forward, notice if the knee's coming past the toes. If so, shimmy the right foot forward so you've got the knee tracking above the ankle. And then walk the hands forward if you need to so that the wrists are tracking under the shoulders. Now from here, getting into the hips, you can gently rock from side to side. Just saying hello to your hips, releasing any congestion that might be stored there. And then you might stick with that, or you might decide to lower onto your forearms, positioning the elbows in line with the arch of the right foot. The right knee may splay out, external rotation for the hip. If the forearms don't come down to the mat, you can position your blocks underneath to bring the floor up to you. Then from here, you can press your palms to the mat, straightening the arms. Now looking at your right hand, slide your right hand back so that the space between the index finger and the thumb hug the right heel. Straighten that right arm. Look to your left hand, lift it, reach it up and out on a diagonal towards the left top corner of your mat. Now with both arms straight, lean over to the left. Imagine that left hip is trying to touch down. Feel a nice deep stretch at the left side body. Stretching the muscles between the ribs, area of the body where we have a lot of tightness and congestion, and we're just gently letting it go. Now the arms are so straight that it feels like the left ear might tap the left shoulder. Press the left hand to the mat. Rotate the torso back to center. Take the right hand to the inside of the right foot. Left hand in line with the right. Now from here, send the hips back. Straighten the right leg. Let the toes lift. You might need to walk your hands back. And then maybe as you exhale, fold. Feel a deeper stretch at the right hamstring going up into the hip. And then as you inhale, bend the right knee, shift back towards the top of the mat. Curl the left toes, come off the left knee. Use your energy to step the left foot outside of the left hand. Now lift your hips straight in your legs. Let your arms dangle, let your head dangle. Notice how the right leg feels. Notice how the left leg feels. If you're holding your head and your neck up, just let it go. Now from here, bend the knees. Take that right foot back. Lower the right knee down. Now, on this side, start to rock the hips from side to side. Just feeling into the hips. Letting the body move with care. And then we'll go a little deeper. So first we notice that the left knee is tracking above the left ankle. And then we decide if we want to come onto our forearms, positioning the elbows in line with the arch of the left foot. Maybe we roll to the pinky edge of the left foot for external rotation. And as we hold and breathe, we feel into the body. And from here, we bring the knee back in. If it's splayed out, we press palms to the mat. Coming into our deep side body stretch on this side. Looking at your left hand, slide your hand behind your heel. Let the space between the index finger and the thumb connect to the heel. Now look at your right hand lifted up and out on a diagonal towards the top right corner of the mat. Keeping the arms straight. Start to lower the right side body down to the right side of the mat. Now notice how this side feels. This side might feel totally different. Give yourself time to breathe, to sink in, to feel and stretch. I'm feeling so much gratitude for your body, these postures and this practice. Realizing that you can shift your own energy with your movement. Now coming out, press into the right hand, lift the torso back to center. Take the left hand to the inside of the left foot. Take the right hand in line with the left. Now shift the hips back, straighten the left leg. Decide if you want to slide the hands back or not. Let the left toes lift. And as you exhale, hinge at the hips. Get a deeper stretch for the left side. Say bye-bye to tightness and congestion. Know that at the end of our practice, we're going to feel much looser, more warmed up. Now from here, we are going to shift forward, re-bending that left knee. Bring the hands back in line with the left foot. Curl the left toes, curl the right toes. Come off the right knee. Now using your energy, step that right foot outside of the right hand. Lift the hips. Now feel into both sides, left leg, right leg. From here, you might take the option of taking your hands to opposite elbows, framing your head with your arms. Deeper stretch for the hamstrings. You might bend one knee as the opposite leg straightens. Now, as you do this, notice where you feel the stretch. If you want to go deeper, send the hip of the straight leg back. Take one more on each side. And then find center. As you find center, release the hands, bring the hands down to the mat. Step the left toes back, left knee down, and then step the right knee back. Okay, so we're coming back into our tabletop. And then we're going to extend the left leg, left toes come down, press the left heel back. Now feeling into the left calf muscle. Maybe little micro movements forward and back. Feeling that nice stretch. And then that left knee is going to lower down. From here, looking at your hands, walk them one hand placement forward, keeping the arms straight. Send the hips towards the mat. Remember, keep the arms straight. Lift the hips. Send the hips back. Big toes meet. Forehead to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips, press them forward. Exhale, lift the hips, press them back. Continue to move with your breath. One more full round. Now, the next time you bring the hips back, widen the knees. Let the forehead come down to the mat. Reach the fingers forward. Now, to find more activation, you can continue to walk the fingers forward. Feel the stretch going up the arms into the shoulders and the upper back. With the knees wide, feel the hips gently opening. And from here, come back to tabletop. Setting yourself up, finding your alignment. Inhale, let the belly lower towards the mat. Exhale, lift the back. Continue to move with the breath. Finish off this round. And find a neutral tabletop. Now, as you inhale, press left palm to the mat. Reach the right fingers up. Twist to the right. Exhale, weave the right arm behind the left. Come onto the right shoulder. Bring the right side of the head down. And then just simply lean weight over to the right. Feel a deeper stretch at the right shoulder, right side of the back. On your next inhale, press your hand to the mat. Use your energy. Reach your fingers up. Exhale, take the right palm down. Pause here for a full round of breath. Inhale through the nostrils. Exhale, open the mouth, let it go. Inhale, lift the left fingers up, twisting to the left. Now weave the left arm behind the right. Come onto the left side of the head. Lean over to the left shoulder. Notice how this side feels. On the next inhale, press right hand to the mat, lift the left fingers up, and then exhale, take the left hand down. Now from here, bring your knees together, bring your feet together. Lift both of your feet, take them over to the left side of the mat. Let the top of the left foot rest onto the arch of the right foot, and then walk your hands over to your feet. So the hands and the feet are to the left side of the mat. To go deeper, you can send the hips to the right and back. Now lift the hands, bring them back to the mat. Lift the feet, bring them to center. Full round of breath here. Lift the feet, take them over to the right. Walk the hands over towards the feet. Now, to go deeper, send the hips back and to the left. Bring the hands to center, feet to center. From here, keeping the knees and the feet together, send your hips down to your heels. Setting up for another variation of child's pose. Bring your arms by your sides to relax the shoulders, and then take your forehead down to the mat. Flexion for the spine. Just breathe and hold. Enjoy the experience of stretching the back space. Just allow yourself to be grounded. Notice anything that's coming up for you in this moment. As the thoughts and emotions arise, see them and then let them go. Come back to your body, back to your practice. And from here, you can lift your head, take your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips as you extend your arms, walk your hands forward. And from here, we'll come onto our bellies. So go ahead and separate the knees back to hip distance, bend your elbows lower down. Let the thighs and the belly come down. And then from here, with your hands under your shoulders, as you inhale, lift your head, lift your chest, gaze forward, press the tops of your feet to the mat, and then as you exhale, lower down. Slide the hands towards the ribs. Inhale, lift the chest, and this time, see if you want to lift your belly. Now, if that hurts your back, you can lower down. Gaze is forward, and then exhale, lower down. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders and then send the hands out to the sides. Lift the elbows up to the sky. Inhale, lift the chest, peel it off the mat. Now, as you exhale, right shoulder dips towards the mat. Inhale, lift back to center. Exhale, left shoulder dips. Each time you exhale, opposite shoulder dips. Each time you inhale, it's center. We've got one more on each side. Your shoulder might even meet the mat. And then lift the chest, lift the belly, stretch the abs. Exhale, lower down. Let the forehead meet the mat. Let the arms rest by your sides. Make sure you are positioned on the middle of the mat. Maybe rock the hips from side to side. A little release for the low back. Take the hands back underneath the shoulders. And now from here, lift your head, bring your forearms down. Now, as you bring your forearms down, position your elbows underneath your shoulders. Bend your right knee, look over to the right. So you want to position your knee in line with your hip and then send your foot out so that your ankle's in line with your knee. Now, looking back to your hands, lift your left hand, bring it behind your right elbow. Reach for the back of your knee. Now lower the left side of your head down. Inhale, reach the right finger straight up, and then exhale, open the arm. A variation of a spinal twist. If you notice that your hand is floating, you can position a prop underneath it if you want support, or your hand might be touching down. Notice as we're twisting the spine, we're also opening the chest and opening the shoulder on the right side. On the next inhale, reach the right fingers straight up. Exhale, take the right hand down. Now use your energy to re-lengthen the right leg and then come back to center. Now as you do this, bring the forearms back down and take a full round of breath. As you exhale, let go. And now look over to the left. Bend the left knee, bring it out to the side, position the knee in line with the hip, and then open the foot out. Position the ankle in line with the knee. Now look back to your hands. Lift your right hand, reach it behind your left elbow. Reach the arm through, make the connection to the back of the knee, and then lower down onto the right side of the head. Lift the left finger straight up. And as you exhale, open the left arm. Spinal twist. Shoulder and chest opener. So much goodness for the body. So much awareness and attention to the spine. Really liberating this area. On your next inhale, lift the left fingers up. Exhale, take the left hand down, release the right hand. Use your energy to lengthen the left leg. Now press the mat away with the left hand, lift the torso, find center. Lower the arms down. Forearms are back down onto the mat. And feel the belly pressing to the mat. Find your breath. As you inhale, feel the belly pressing even more. And as you exhale, feel the belly soften. From here, send the elbows out wide, stack the hands so you've got one hand on top of the other. And with the spine a little more neutral now, find the breath. Simply notice the experience that you're having. Know that when you're taking the spine in different directions, you're allowing the space to liberate. That'll help relax the tight muscles that are in the back space. From here, we'll just lift the feet, bending the knees. Take both feet to the left. Lift them up to center, and then take both feet over to the right. So we're making windshield wipers with the legs. Releasing the low back. Side to side, gentle movements. Lift the feet up, keep the knees bent. From here, just draw circles with your big toes, getting ankle mobility. And then circle around opposite direction. Bring the feet to stillness. Lower the feet down. And as you lower the feet down, bring the legs together. Now, as you bring the legs together, take the hands back underneath the shoulders. Now, use your energy to lift your hips and at the same time, extend the arms. Take the hips back to the heels, coming back into our child's pose variation of the legs together. Feet together, forehead to the mat, arms by our sides, relaxing the shoulders. And on your next inhale, lift the head. And slowly start to rise up, positioning the crown of your head up towards the sky. And then from here, just lift the hips enough to take your feet out to one side. Fully coming onto your seat, knowing that you can find a different seated position if you need to for your level of comfort. As we come back into our comfortable seat, we feel the hips grounded down. We feel the crown of the head rising up, straight spine. And we find our breath. And take a deep inhale all the way to the top of the breath. And as we exhale, we let it go. And again, inhale fully and completely. Exhale, let it go. Continue to connect with your breath. Practicing that full lung capacity breathing. Know that most of us humans use only about 30% of our lung capacity. Here and now in our practice, we can lengthen and find more of that lung capacity, working with our pranayama, our life force energy. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let go. Gently start to flutter the eyes open. If the eyes were closed, take the palms to the thighs. Now take your right ribs towards your right knee. As you inhale, send your heart forward. Move over to the left And continue to circle around in this direction. So we're just taking another opportunity to release any congestion or tightness, any stagnation of energy that might be trapped in the torso. And as we circle around, notice if you do have an area of tightness, you're welcome to pause there. Take a longer hold, breathe into it, and let the congestion go. And as you come out of that longer hold, if you took one, continue to circle the torso around. And then when you're ready, take it to the opposite direction. Notice how fast or how slow your body intuitively wants these circles to move. Notice on this side if there's anywhere that you want to pause and get a longer hold, a deeper stretch. Continue to move on when you're ready. As you circle around, let the circles be smaller until eventually you find your way to center. Find your way back to your breath. Deep inhalation through the nostrils. As you exhale, open your mouth, let it go. Inhale, sweep the arms up, fingertips towards the sky. Let the palms meet. Bring the thumbs down the midline, connecting the thumbs to the heart center. Know that at this time, we'll start to close our practice together. If you'd like, you can transition into Shavasana. I recommend about 8 to 10 minutes. And this is your choice. This is up to you. Shavasana is a great time to integrate the work that we've done and to offer yourself relaxation and presence in your own body. Whether you choose to take Shavasana or not, this is where we'll close together. Thank you so much for your presence and for allowing me to guide you in this beautiful practice. It's my honor to be here with you today. The light in me honors the light within you.